Okay? Okay? A villain in the same way, if he fall under our mercy, shall be amerced, meaning fined, saving his wainage, and none of the aforesaid fine shall be imposed save upon oath of upright men from the neighborhood. Upright men are not government. Okay? Earls and barons shall not be amerced save through their peers, and only according to the measure of the offense. Similar thing. Okay? Now, look at this one. No sheriff, constable, coroners, or other bailiffs of ours shall hold the pleas of our crown. Plain English, no sheriff, no bailiff qualifies as a witness. He cannot subject you to his law. Doesn't qualify. He cannot. You remember they say all of they have the proceedings, the people of California versus so-and-so, right? Or the people of the United States versus so-and-so. Well, who's signing that? Who signs that information? One of the either the district attorney, somebody. Well, that's prohibited under common law. If this is a court of record and it's going according to the common law, he's out. That's what that means to me. Okay? No constable or other bailiff of ours shall take the corn or other chattels of anyone except he straightway give money for them, and can be allowed in a respite in that regard by the will of the seller. In other words, he can't confiscate your property. The rule of eminent domain also applies to personal property, which must be paid for when taken. Okay, that's basically what it's saying. Now, 30 is one you're going to like. No sheriff, nor bailiff of ours, nor anyone else shall take the horses or carts of any freeman for transport unless by the will of that freeman.
That's right.
All right? You're familiar with that modern problem, aren't you? That was 800 years ago. That's sovereign. Freeman is the sovereign in America. So, can't take your car without permission. However, if your car has a license plate, it's owned by the state, isn't it? You're familiar with that. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Here's now, 34 is your protection. Henceforth, the writ which is called precipice shall not be served on anyone for any holding so as to cause a free man to lose his court. Okay? If you're sovereign, you do what sovereigns do. What do sovereigns do? Well, one of the things they do is they have their own courts. Somebody violates your sovereign's law. Now, what qualifies? Basically, it boils down to this. Is there an injured party? No injury, no obligation. Okay? Well, did you demand a court of record? Did you make a counterclaim? No. Did you make a counterclaim?
No.
You did a countersuit. Or a suit, or an original suit, but you didn't make a counterclaim. Okay? It's very important to make a counterclaim. You want to stop that process until your lawsuit's settled. Of course, now, remember, I'm giving you theory. There's also practical. And so in practicality, they're going to move forward. Now, I haven't brushed up on this the Council on Judicial Performance in California. But there is a Council on Judicial Performance, and there's also a similar thing federally. Now, I can tell you how it used to be. And then there was something voted on by the citizens, and then they changed the rules somewhat. But here's what it used to be, and I know that there's got to be traces of this left. But it used to be that in section 900 and something or 9,000 something of the rules of court, they had a procedure for complaining against a judge. And it used to be that you would if you sent a letter to them, the committee would receive it, the council would receive it, they'd look at it, based on what you tell them in the letter, they decide whether or not they'll check this further. Okay? So, if you had to beef or something, that was the word you got. Well, let the Council on Judicial Performance know. Write them a letter. But if you read further into the procedure, it says that if you give them an affidavit, they must investigate. They have no choice. Okay? Hardly anyone ever sent in an affidavit. They always sent a complaining letter. Okay? Now, they can't change your case, but they can make it hot for the judge. Okay? And I would say check out that procedure because there's still remnants. There's some, yes?
I have to disagree because I've dealt with the Judicial Commission.
Hey, you're not supposed to be asking questions.
Right, a microphone. Well, microphone.
You're supposed to be asking questions. You're supposed to be teaching.
Yeah.
Questions come after you're finished.
Oh, well, I think I've gone past your normal closing time, probably.
We're talking about closing. We're listening.
All right. Okay, well, if you can keep up with me, great. All right. Okay. Well, anyway, look, I've given you a lot of theory tonight, but don't forget practicality. I mean, there are people who will ignore you. Okay? If push comes to shove and you know, they have the guns, you don't. But we don't give up. Look, just getting back on an everyday level, you know that robbery is illegal. So we created a law